Wassail monkeys. So, I don't know why I'm cleansing the space outdoors. It's so cleansed anyway. But it's a ritual, I guess, before a reading. So this is your reading for the 9th new moon. And we're starting with... I was going to say we're starting with the double and a start deck. And a card has flown out and it's one of my most favourite. Galactic Healer. Move forwards with an open mind. So, this is the 9th new moon of molecular bliss. And I guess this card is saying that we need to move forwards, trusting with a new open mind, the magical healing. I'm saying the word magic a lot because it's the best way to describe what's going on at the moment. Wind's picking up now I've got out here. I've got the Shaman de Lival mixed with the mystical Shaman. And we're looking for 12 cards. There's been no wind. There's been no wind until I started doing this reading. Oh, wow. And the wind really picked those up. You've got only mystical Shaman cards, monkeys. And another mystical Shaman card. So we just need 3 more cards. Hopefully there'll be some Shaman de Lival. 2 more mystical Shaman. And another mystical Shaman. You've got no Shaman de... You've got no awakening pathways. Actually, it's kind of, in a weird way, what I'm sensing from this message is it's not that there's no awakening pathways, it's that you're caught between a moment in time. So, as I say, we're beginning with the Galactic Healer, moving forwards with an open mind, but actually the energy I'm getting from these cards is a sense of non-movement. There's movement all around you, but you're not moving. It's not that you're stuck, it's that you're in a pause. But look, you open with the beauty way, monkeys. So this card is giving me a sense of being wrapped in a magical energy that's pausing your journey. It's natural to pause, to wait. There's something very static about these 2 cards. The heart is formed and the heart is being kept by the journey. It's being kept close, like you're not ready to reveal your truths at the moment because you're undergoing a galactic healing as the sun comes out. Now, the next 2 cards are fascinating. Energetically, you're being pulled in 2 directions. Thunder and wind. So in this direction, towards the past, but towards your journey in the beauty way, backwards, there's an energy of being pushed forwards, and you're sitting between these two frequencies, questioning which way to turn. I'm just looking down to see, because the whole of the top row is about this stillness. The second row is about the movement. So we have 5663, which might be worth a look. I get this real sense from the wind of autumnal energy, and by that I don't mean the season, I mean the energy of looking inwards. Because if you live in a climate where you have all the seasons, you go through summer and everything's jolly and happy, and then winter comes in and suddenly you start to close in on yourself and you change your diet. You start to look for stews and winter vegetables and things like that. So it's pulling the energy of the past into the now, to integrate the journey past. But these bison are racing. They're absolutely charging into your past, and it's a real sense of this molecular bliss. You've got to go and look past the trauma, past the energy, and this is that Galdir magic that we're working on for this moon. It's easy to go racing into the brick walls of traumas. What's different is to bust through those traumas and search for the moments of happiness. Search for the beauty way that's actually in your past that you've forgotten. And that's why you're holding your energy very close to your chest at the moment, because you're searching to change your frequency. And now we have, I love these two cards when they come together, fire and water. So this is partly referencing the trial by fire and water that I went on, and I'm hoping you're all either going on or have been on. But the wonderful, fascinating thing that I like most about these cards is 1961 is still 1961. Whichever way you look at this thing, it's about finding a relationship between your passions and your emotions and drawing them together, stitching these two cards together so that they're one energy, whichever way you look at it. So this stitching them together is creating or integrating those moments of happiness, emotional happiness, stitching them together into your molecules, and then lifting them up, lifting up this new energy high into the air, letting go of the old molecules, giving away this energy of the past that you've been in, and stitching everything back together, bringing a new sense of, it is molecular bliss. It's holding up these changes that are taking place for you and transforming them, because the next card, sacrifice, is echoing this exact image, but now the magical transformation is underway. You can see the parallels of the two images, but now in the hand, the blissful molecules have been transformed. It's completing that notion, taking this, lifting it into the air and transforming it. I keep mentioning the fact that it's easy to look at traumas because they replay more strongly in our mind. They're moments that shame us. And we live in a society that likes to poke shame. And the age of Pisces has all been about poking shame. And actually standing in our truth is the more difficult and blissful moment. So by doing this Galdir magic, by finding 9 moments And if you've already started them, you're doing one a day, but you don't have to. There are no rules. You just need to find 9 moments. If you can find 99 moments, have 99 moments, because the more happy moments that you can find, blissful moments that you can find, will remind your whole body's energy of its true frequency of bliss. And that will bring your molecules into an upgrade. And then you have the vision quest. This is when this blissful state encompasses your whole auric field. When from your sacral, this pathway lights up. Sorry, I'm just being asked to look at something here. So 44 is ancestors. So the things that the traumas that you've been struggling to get past are ancestor memories in your cellular DNA. And by seeking out the moments of joy, you will connect with cellular moments of joy that also exist within your frequency. We always talk about inherited traumas, but there are inherited joys as well within our DNA. And that's this galactic healing, is seeking out that energy to vibrate through every part of your body with the joys, because there are moments of sheer happiness in the past where your ancestors have been happy, and they want you to raise up those stories, because the happinesses in their own way have been poked into your frequencies, and that's what will bring you into this auric embrace of bliss with your molecules. Now, the next 2 cards are the Sorcerer and the Hummingbird. And this is talking about those darker memories, and they're looking towards the past. They're looking away. But the energy of bliss is traveling through them to break this down, this wall, this barrier of trauma that we all carry that needs to be shaken away. And that's what this Galdia magic is about. So that once we've got our 9 moments, we're going to give gratitude to this new moon, this super moon, by speaking aloud or singing aloud. And truly singing is the key. I've been singing all morning beautiful thoughts. I've been allowing melodies to flow from me, and it feels incredibly molecularly blissful to do that, because your own voice shakes your molecules better than anybody's. And so the hummingbird is waiting to turn around and face towards the future, but it can't do that until you bring in this Galdia magic from your past, your memories of when you felt happy, when you felt good, bringing them in towards you. And below there are sort of white, I want to say like fungal flowers growing, because that's about that connection through time, through space, through the energies of everything. You might need to have a little look at the previous reading for goat and sheep, because that's about standing in the middle of this and switching places with another dimension, which will be really helpful to you. And then as you turn round and change this, you get your heart of the sky frequency with the moon. And the heart of the sky, she has the peacock third eye, pride in yourself, pride, self-love, molecular joy, those moments when you feel absolutely blissful. And then your consciousness can rain down inside you. It's almost like between these two energies that you're waiting inside is allowing your divine feminine consciousness a new pathway into your molecules to wrap itself around the new bliss frequencies and to unite your molecules and raise them with excitement. I've got a little ant who's calling on me, and it's very strange, but I'm seeing a little ant hidden inside the heart of the sky, coming out of the clouds, and it's kind of talking to me about how ants work as a collective, but they also are enslaved in their collective. And the collective that we're trying to build is not about enslaving anybody. Now, I remember once Cindy from Awakening to Spirit talking about how ants sometimes follow each other to the food sources and back, and if they lose track of their pathway, eventually, because they're all following, they turn into a circle and they just keep walking because they don't question what's outside the sphere of their lives, and then they just pass away because they're not questioning anything. And that's a little bit like this energy that we're in, that we've been in, and you're awakening to your new frequency of the beauty way to continue your journey, to open your heart, your hummingbird, with bliss, to move forwards. And I'm getting this energy of circles again. We had circles in another reading. Oh, that ant is going somewhere very, very intimate. It did that in the horse reading as well. There's circles all over these cards. Circles. Being caught in the circles. Don't be caught in the circles. Create your own pathway out of the circle so that you can move towards the heart of the sky. Now, the heart of the sky is a black hole, and that is another circle in its own way. It's through which consciousness comes. But this is a transformative consciousness. This is a proud moment of standing in your truth and marching forwards in your own direction, knowing that each of us moving forwards on our own pathway is what helps the ants to break free from their circle that they're just rotating around. So that's your message from the Galactic Healer. So, sorry, I need to just say, you have no awakening pathway cards and these Shaman de Leval. And the reason is because you are trying to break free from the space between these two energies pulling you. These are the key cards. There's magic being created around you to draw you out of your staleness, your static space, to help you to find a new pathway, an awakening pathway. But you have to find it. You have to trust that you're on a galactic healing. You almost have to send out senses to search for your truth, to bring that energy down into your molecules. But that's part of this Galdir magic. It's part of the frequency of this incantation that you're going to be repeating for 9 days, singing it aloud, making tune of it for 9 days. As soon as this new moon, this supermoon appears, sing to the moon, and for 8 more consecutive days, but for 9 days in total, sing your blisses to the moon in gratitude. So it's a pausing moment for you, and it's a beautiful moment. It's full of this. Look, that's what I need to point out. This energy coming in from the past is going into your molecules and creating excitement, bliss, lifting. Okay, so that's your reading, monkeys. Wassail.